one repping New Orleans in the house.
Nolans.
Right now. Got
The
it.
N-O.
Hey, is that how you say it, or do people
Nolans.
like it?
That's not how I say it.
No, I'm saying I know people not from there say that.
So people not from it say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, New
When
Orleans.
they say that, it's like you're a tourist. We know that. Yeah.
Oh.
Now I say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Orleans.
Gotta
New
get it right,
Orleans.
man.
So if I say New
Oh.
Orleans, do I
Nice.
still
Now, if you said, like, you might sound like you from there, but you know, we were talking about this in the car today. You can kind of, like, look at somebody and tell if they're from your hood or not.
yeah.
I don't think I could pass for somebody from Englewood.
No, you not at all. Not at all.
You couldn't, you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you came to New Orleans, we'd be like,
He,
from around
he
here.
ain't from here. Yeah.
So what does somebody from New Orleans look like, man? Since you had a characteristics, New Orleans,
There you
Right.
go.
how would you break down, like, let's say 3 characteristics that you can say, oh yeah, they from my hood.
It's a certain demeanor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a certain demeanor. It's a way you carry yourself. It's a facial expression.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could just tell. Even dreadlocks. Like
Okay.
a lot of people in my city wear dreadlocks, but I feel like we wear them differently than
Then like
other people.
like
Yeah.
Florida or something like
yeah,
that.
like
Okay.
I could tell when somebody from Dade County,
Gotcha,
Miami.
okay,
I was
okay.
like,
It's a
I
it's a
could tell
different
by the
dreads.
locks, like
Gotcha,
literally.
gotcha.
So it's just something special. I can't put my finger on it. But whatever it is, I know the world loves it because people seem to really love my city, and that's cool. And I don't take that for granted. You know, I'm thankful that I'm from New Orleans.
When this all started for you, man, you say you were a hustler from day one, but where did
Yeah.
this come from? Like, how did
Yeah.
you have that spirit to be that way?
That spirit. So where I'm from in New Orleans, like I said, I'm out in New Orleans East.
Uh-huh.
So
And again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop you. For the
Yeah.
folks that don't know what New Orleans East is, like, break down
Yeah,
that.
so
paint
that
that picture.
in New Orleans, the city is broken down into wards.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Wards. So you have the 3rd ward, the 5th ward, the 7th ward, the 9th ward, the 6th ward, the 8th ward, all the way up to the 17th ward. You know, that's like where Lil Wayne is from, Holly Grove.
Yeah.
So he from uptown, I'm from downtown.
Okay.
Ironically, fun fact, I grew up right across the street from Currency.
Get out of here.
crazy.
That
Right
jet
across
life,
the street.
huh?
Crazy, yeah. So I've been knowing him my whole life. For me, growing up where I grew up at, you know, it really allowed me to be humble because I was like, man, anybody who was a stunner, you know, uptown they known for being stunners. That's what Birdman is
Birdman,
from.
okay.
They known for like, man, we got change. You gonna
They
see
flashing
everyone.
every
Yeah,
single thing.
like all
Yeah.
that bling bling. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? We not really like that downtown. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, all the people I saw like that where I'm from, they made themselves a target. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And being
yeah.
a target, they either got robbed or killed. So for me, I was like, yo, the hustling mentality came because a lot of times when you the nice guy or you the humble dude, people take your kindness for weakness and they think like, oh yeah, we can just look over you or pass over you when it comes to opportunities.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had to work twice as hard. I didn't want to be a rapper, never wanted to be a rapper. I graduated high school, went to college, get to college. That's when like
What school did you go to?
I went to LSU.
LSU, okay.
In Baton Rouge.
Dope,
yeah.
dope.
That's what's up.
So I get to college, and I'm going there to play for 2 reasons. To play basketball, because
Okay.
I'm nice in basketball in high school. I go there to play ball, and I go there because that's where my girlfriend was going at the time. You know, we had been together since 10th grade.
Wow.
So
High
when I get to college, I get cut from the team, so that doesn't work out. Favoritism, politics, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another whole nother
They only
story.
wanted people from uptown.
Ah, right.
somebody
you know
to
what I
stunt.
mean?
They want
Right.
somebody to stunt.
Right. Actually, the dude who made the team over me, it was one position left, and you know we got different skin color. You know what I'm saying? And it was something to where it wasn't even just that. It was really a political move. His high school coach was best friends with LSU's coach at the
Oh, yeah,
time.
yeah. They
So it
had
was kind
slide
of
'em in.
preordained
Yeah, for
before we
sure.
got there. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. So not only that, but man, my girlfriend, man, she got around them big muscular football players and she ain't know how to act no more, man. You know what I mean? And,
Yo, the thing-
and it messed
Don't
over
they?
me.
Don't that? Ain't that crazy
Messed
when that
over-
happens?
Messed over me, bro. So
Aw.
yeah,
Threw
bro,
it like
bad.
that, huh?
That's
Really?
bad. So
Oh.
that's what you know. So
He
that
said bad.
yeah. So that was so all that stuff happened. Then Hurricane Katrina. I don't know if y'all know about that.
Yeah.
All right. So all this is happening around the same time.
So this is like
You
1
feel me?
year, next year, same
Yeah,
year.
this
boom,
is like
boom, boom.
05, 06. Like I'm describing
Wow.
my life 05, 06,
Okay.
07. You know what I mean? So I started rapping as like therapy. I didn't want to go see no counselor, so I was like, let me just go like in my dorm room and rap out all these things that's happening to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Around this time, all of my homies on campus, we all rap, and we a big, huge group on campus.
What was the name of the group?
We was called the Franchise at the time, right?
Not to be mixed with the Franchise Boys.
Nah.
Okay, gotcha.
So they got a lot more popular than we were. You know, a lot more.
That was around the same time too.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So the thing about the group was, I was like, man, I'm not trying to rap about, selling dope and killing people and this, that, and third. I'm not trying to rap about sleeping with your girl because somebody just slept with mine, and that hurt, dog. That hurt. That hurt me.
I can't do that. Yeah.
I don't want to rap about that. I'm trying to rap about some real stuff.
Yeah.
And I was the only one in the group who was kind of on that tip. So we were like the New Orleans Wu-Tang Clan, literally. And I kind of, exited the group and decided to do this solo thing, which really allowed me to come into my own as a man. Like I kind of like lost all of the friends I was hanging out with, all my whole comfort zone.
What happens when you kind of grow into just being a new person and you gotta step outside of your comfort zone. Now, one thing I like to ask people too, man, the conversation always comes up with our audience and just people that are around the circle is taking that leap from your 9 to 5 to do your passion. You know what I'm saying? For you were a teacher.
Yeah.
What was for you made that moment for you to say, all right, I'm gonna actually take that leap and do this full time for sure.
Yep. But the principal, older gentleman, he didn't understand that you can't stop hip hop. Hip hop has officially taken over the world.
It's a culture. It's a culture.
You can't stop it, my brother. So I understand how you trying to raise the kids and educate them and whatever, but the truth is that they're looking up to rappers more than they're looking up to any of us in this school, straight up. So for me, he called me into the office one day and he told me that he heard that I had this little hobby of being a rapper on the side, and a lot of the kids in the school are starting to talk about it, and Mr. Augustine is a rapper. My little secret got out that I was a rapper. So he was like, yo, if you want to take this profession seriously as a teacher, you need to remove all these videos from YouTube that you're doing. You need to go ahead on and kill this D1 stuff.
Even when it was being positive?
And I'm like, sir, did you listen
Yeah.
to what I put out there? And he was like, I don't care. It's hip hop. It all leads.
And that shows the connotation.
Wow.
Yeah, that shows it. So when he told me that, that's the day I knew I was about to quit. And I thugged it out. I stuck with it till the end of the school year for the students.
So this was at what time did you have this meeting? Just kind of
so this was in October of the school year.
Beginning of the school year.
So from October until May, it was tough for me. It's like, man.
Now, we were talking about earlier the old Sallie Mae Back joint. Now, you mentioned that the kids and your students and just people that are listening to hip hop right now, they want to see. They're looking at what's out there, what's on the BETs and things of that nature. So that's why you made a Sallie Mae. You know what I'm saying? So talk about that process of making that song, knowing that it was something that was gonna go viral,
right?
And when it actually did, like your reception to that.
Yeah. So I knew it was gonna do well. Shout out to my record label. I love them.
Yeah.
But they know the truth, like why I get on this platform and lie. They know the truth. The truth is I played it for them and I told them like this is gonna be a big song. And they were like, man, this song corny. Wow. You know what I mean? Like we not really we not feeling this.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm used to this. I've heard this from y'all before. And it's like the difference is a year ago I would have let that get me down and out and been, but this time I'm like, I got money, I go pay to shoot my own music video, do what I gotta do, and it's gonna blow up. Yeah. And y'all gonna feel some kind of way when it blows up.
What was the reaction to it when you told them that? Did you tell them
I
that
didn't
ahead
tell
of
them
time?
that.
Okay, you just got it back in your mind. Gotcha.
When the video came out, they was probably like, huh?
Oh,
like,
snap.
This dude really crazy.
Set up the Vivo account. Hurry.
Right. So, so for me,
Y'all know how they go, man. I know how they go, man.
So I knew that this song was going to do well, but I knew it was going to do well. I said this when I was on the Real last week. I knew it was going to do well. I knew the song was great. It's exciting. I get hype every time I hear it. I knew that, but I also knew, like, yo, I'm really, like my blessings come from God. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with that being said, I've had songs that I think are better than Sallie Mae Back. But because I wasn't living right in my personal life, I know God is like, you always getting on this microphone repping me. Meanwhile, I know how you living behind closed doors. So, yeah, you got these dope songs, but I ain't finna let none of these blow up. You know what I mean? Because you ain't living right.
Those real quick.
God, like, I'm shelving you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
So, with that being said, I knew, because I know my walk at this point. Like, I know. Like I'm everything I'm telling y'all, like, this how I'm living. You feel me? And with that being said, I knew I was like, the timing is perfect. Like, the energy just feel right. I know it's gonna blow up. I knew that. And sometimes people don't understand that because they don't understand the struggle you've been through. They don't understand, like, I'm on 10 right now in terms of my personal accountability, in terms of how I look at myself as a man who's carrying out his God-given mission. I feel like I'm on 10 right now. So anything I touch is gonna really be successful. Like, I know that, cause musically, it's an industry first and foremost. The music gotta be dope. I'm like, cool, I could check. You know, the music is dope. Yeah, but outside of that, I know that the holder of all of my blessings is pleased at this point, looking like, you doing your thing, little homie. So here you go. Now, take this viral video right quick.
And I mean, it's going crazy. I mean, you performed on Real. You know what I mean? Like that. I know that experience itself was just like another platform for a lot of people to see that.
Right.
But I want you to talk about the Be Real, Be Righteous, Be Relevant too, man.
Yeah.
Talk about that, man. What's that message about? How did you come up with that?
The Be Real and Be Righteous part, that came about because I was like, if you're relevant in something, is that enough?
Yeah.
And that's not enough. To just be relevant isn't enough. I was like, what else do you need in order for that relevance to really, like, have staying power and have significance and have meaning? You know, and I was like, you got to be real and you got to be righteous. And if you're real, righteous, and relevant, that is a very complete, like, that's a complete cipher right there. You know what I mean? That combination of elements, if you're being real, being righteous about your walk, and you're relevant in what you do, I think your life is great at that point. So I was like, that's what I want to encourage people to do. And everything, be real, be righteous, and be relevant. And I call it mission vision, you know?
Okay,
I was
wondering if that ties
That's
into
what mission
that.
vision is. Mission vision is all about being real, being righteous, and being relevant.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Man, let me tell y'all how I do in New Orleans. You hear me? It's D1. Check me out. Look. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't sniff, I don't pop pills. I don't even curse up in my music, but it's hot still. I'm all in the hood and I ain't even strapped. Simba, burrito, you lying in your raps. I be making them think. If you bout rapping about something real, we should link. I had started going crazy once I got me a deal. First rule about showbiz, none of this is real. Look. I learned that the hard way. The devil mad right now. We been arguing all day. Hello? What you want? I did your work in the past. Yeah, you paid me a little, but ain't none of it last. I didn't learn my lesson. I don't want work for you. No matter what you pay me, I can't spit no verse for you. Hang the phone up. God got my back, dog. Why I panic? Who cares if you die rich if you ain't dynamic? Ooh. I be rolling around solo. No fake friends hanging around me no more. Look, you wasn't sitting in work, putting in the wee hours. So, dog, ain't no we, ain't no hours. And now, dog, D ain't no coward. I destroy enemies on purpose, defeat demons and serpents. But most times, I be friendlier than Chick-fil-A workers. Look, I'm breaking all stereotypes. So play this real loud and all stereotypes. Look, my pain and my glory. I make it so visual, you see my words. It's like the stereotypes. And I don't play behind these kids. Don't mislead these kids, because we need these kids. Look, Lil Wayne got my whole city so worn. And he ain't even a real blood. What are you doing?